Hello everyone. In last lecture, we have studied the different input types of forms, just like color, number, URL, image, date, email, month, range, date, time, week, search file, and telephone number. Now we have to study all these input types practically. Let's see how to do it. First of all, let's see how our output will be. Here, first of all, we have to display the heading of the program, that is the demo of input types with attributes. And then we have to provide all these input types. Here in this file, I have taken all the input types in a single code file. Now let's see the coding of this file. I have already generated the coding for the same file. And now here I am opening that coding. Here, right click, open with Notepad. Now, first of all, we have to provide the exclamatory doc type HTML, which will indicate that whatever the coding we are performing, that is of HTML5. Then give HTML tag heading. For heading, use the head tag. Then use the title tag to display this name in the browser as it is. Then provide head, end of title and end of head. You know that up to this, it is completely unexecutable part or non-executable part, and our executable part starts from the body tag. Now, in the body tag, first of all, we have to provide the heading of the program in the highest heading level H1. Under H1, the heading provided is the demo of input types with the attributes, and after that, I ended the heading level H1. Then we have to initialize the form. Unless and until we initialize the form, we cannot display any input type as an output. Or logically, it will be wrong that without using the form tag to display the text box or any else things. Here, first of all, while defining the form, we have to use the two essential attributes as the action and method. We know that form having the three attributes. First one is the action, second one is the method, and third one is the name. Here, name attribute is used only to indicate the name of this form. And in general, when we are using multiple forms, that time we have to use the name attribute. But action and method, these two attributes are very essential. Method attribute indicate the processing of this data. Method can be of two types, get or post. Get method having the very less content and post method having the very high content data. Also, when we are using the get method, that time the processing with that method is not secured. But when we are using the post method, the processing of that post method is always secured. Then one more attribute of the form tag is the action. Action, under this action, I have provided a.php. Now A is the file name and PHP is the extension or the file format which I am going to use. Now in this file format, I have to provide all the things which will get cross-checked for this form or for this complete input data. Therefore, I have used here PHP format files which will perform all the calculations for the provided input. Now let's move ahead for the first input tab. Here I have used P. P indicate the paragraph. When we are using the form tag, that time we have to provide the P tag to display the data which we have to display before the text box or password box. Here I have to display the label as an enter name, and therefore I have included it P tag. Now, after the enter name, we have to display the text box. and therefore I have used the syntax as input type equal to text. This text indicate the text box. Here we are not providing text box as a complete name. Instead of text box, we have to write only the text in double quotes. Then we have to provide the name of that text box as a T1. T indicate the text and 1 indicates its number. You can give any name for this text box. Then one more attribute of the text box is the autofocus. Autofocus means when we will run this program, our cursor will directly highlight, our cursor will be directly highlighted in the text box. And after that, I have ended the p tag. Now just see this output. We have to save the file and we will cross check it. Here, when I have refreshed this file, our pointer is here. Okay. I will zoom this screen. Now I am refreshing this file, and by default, my pointer is in the first text box, that is the name. Currently, I am putting my, I am clicking under the enter password, and again I am refreshing this file. Now this pointer is again highlighted in the text box of the enter name. This is the use of autofocus. Due to the autofocus, this pointer will be highlighted in this box. Okay. ऑटोफोकस मुळे काय होणार आहे, जेव्हा तुम्ही ही फाईल ओपन कराल किंवा रिफ्रेश कराल त्यावेळेला पॉइंटर बाय डिफॉल्ट ह्या टेक्स्ट बॉक्स मध्ये डिस्प्ले केला जाणार आहे. पॉइंटर इथे येणार आहे, म्हणजे तुम्हाला इथनं प्रोग्राम डेटा इनपुट करायला स्टार्ट करायचा. ओके, टेक्स्ट बॉक्स इज ओव्हर. नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड फॉर द पासवर्ड. Now after entering the name, you have to enter the password. For that, again p tag is used to indicate the paragraph. Enter password as the label for the password, and then I use the input type as a password. जसं टेक्स्ट बॉक्स साठी टेक्स्ट इनपुट टाइप यूज करायचं आहे, सिमिलरली फॉर द पासवर्ड वी हॅव टू यूज द पासवर्ड ॲज अ इनपुट टाइप. Then I used ID as PWD. ID means identification of this specific data or of this specific password, and it is the special identity provided by the HTML5 to identify the provided data. Then name of this text box is PWD. PWD is the shortcut from the password. You can provide it as a T2 or P1, anything. Then it is required that whatever the password I am providing, it should be minimum 8 characters. Therefore, here title is provided that title equal to requires 8 or more characters, and it should have the pattern of dot with 8 numbers. Therefore, this pattern is provided. That means my password may include this special character period, and it should have minimum 8 characters. Okay, now let's go for the password. Run the program, enter the password. Here I have to enter only the 8 characters. I enter currently only 1, and then clicked on register. What we got error, please match the requested format. We have not entered here. Again you can see that requires 8 or more characters. आपल्याला इथे आपण जसं इन्स्ट्रक्शन प्रोव्हाइड केलेली की पासवर्ड मध्ये मिनिमम 8 कॅरेक्टर्स पाहिजेत, त्या पद्धतीची इन्स्ट्रक्शन इथे स्क्रीनवर आपल्याला डिस्प्ले करून मिळते. Therefore here we have to enter the minimum 8 characters as a password. Okay, then let's move ahead for the third point, color. Now if we have to display any box in a colored format, that time we have to use the color as an input type. Input type equal to color, and given name is T2. Now when we will run the color, here after clicking on this box, we will get the complete colored box in this manner, and whatever the color we want, we can select that specific color. Okay, if I want this color, then just click here, I will get that color. The next one is the URL. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator, or whatever the website address we are providing, that is also known as the URL. Now here our data is enter URL. To display the URL, we have to provide its input type as a URL. Now its name is T3, and here one more attribute is used, attribute is required. Required indicate that you must have to enter the URL. Now here I am entering the URL. For this URL, I am providing any data, and then I will click on the register. Here, what error we have got, please enter a URL. Now I'm providing this data like this, and again click on register. It is also not in proper URL format. Now if I entered some numbers and again click on register, again error will be displayed as a please enter a URL. Now I'm providing the correct URL. https://www.google.com. Now I will click on register button. Now we got that your file could not be accessed. That means here our a.php file gets executed. Here you can see that a.php, and we have not mentioned or we have not generated that a.php file. Therefore we got this error that your file could not be accessed. Now as it is accepted, that means this format of the URL is the correct. Now image. For the image, we have to use the input type as the image. Then we can provide the name for that box as a T4. Then we have to provide the source of this image. Now, while providing the source for this image, I have to use the specific file here. In my folder, I already kept the file as a slide 5, which I am using in my code. Here, source equal to slide5.jpg. Then height and width of the file, border of the file, and here border color is not displayed. For that we have to use the CSS. Only we will use the border equal to 1. Now save this and again refresh it. Here we got the height image with the provided height and width. Width is 150 and height is 180 with the border 1. Now if we change the border, as instead of 1, I am providing it as a 3. Now save the file and just refresh the output. You can see the change in the border width. Similarly, you can change the height and width also. Next type is date. Input type is date and its name is T5. Now by using this date format, we can display the date by using the calendar. Here, after clicking in this box, we can see the calendar, and then by using this upward key and the downward key, we can scroll the calendar for the current month or previous or next months. Similarly, we can change the months from here as well as we can change the year also. Here, if we want to display 2024 January, 1st Jan, then we can get that date. Then next one is the enter email. Now here we have to use the input type as a email and its box name is a T6. Now when we will run the email, here I am providing any data which is not proper in email format, and then just I will click on the register. Then here first of all we have to provide the Google. Then again I am clicking on register. Here for the email, what data is displayed? You have to use the @ sign and the dot while entering the email address. In short, we have to provide the proper email address. Now, while providing the email address, what we are doing? We are using first of all, I am providing the dot and then at gmail.com, or here only Gmail. It is also not in proper format. Let's see how it will work. It gets accepted. हा डेटा जो आहे तो ऍक्सेप्ट झाला, कारण का आपल्याला जो ईमेलचा फॉर्मॅट आहे त्या फॉर्मॅटमध्ये हा डेटा आहे. मग तो ईमेल व्हॅलिड आहे की नाही हे क्रॉस चेक नाही होणार. मग आपल्याला जेव्हा ईमेल प्रॉपर फॉर्मॅटमध्ये पाहिजे असेल तेव्हा आपण तिथे प्रॉपर फॉर्मॅट मधला ईमेल ऍड्रेस प्रोव्हाइड करायचा. फक्त तो क्रॉस चेक काय करणार आहे? @ आणि डॉट हे तुमच्या डेटामध्ये असणं इसेन्शियल आहे. Now if I registered, then it will go for the next file as a.php. That means our email address is accepted. Then next one is the month. For the month, again, I have to use the input type as a month and name as a T7. Now, while entering the month, here again, when I will click here and here, our calendar will get displayed and we have to choose the required month. If I click here, I will get the month as a June 2021. If I select December, then it will be displayed as a December 2021. I will go for the current one, therefore it will be June 2021. The next one is the range. Now to display the range, you have to use the input type as a range with the name as a T8 with minimum and maximum value and the current value. Here, this range option is mostly used to display the volume range or the brightness range. Here, minimum volume will be 1 and maximum value of that range will be 10 and current value is 8. But it can be changeable. Just see here, current value is 8. Here, minimum value is 1. And last value is the 10. You can move it from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. Just like our sound bar, while playing any audio file, we can change the audio or sound of that volume of that file. Similarly, we can use this range. Then here we have to enter time and date. Here for entering the time and date, we have to use the input type as date time -local. And due to that, we will get the data here, month, day, year, and then time. Here, go for the calendar. You will get the complete calendar here, and then you will get the timing. Here I am selecting the current day and current timing. Okay. If you want to change any specific thing, you can change it from this calendar and this clock. The next one is the enter time. Now to display the time, we have to use the input type as a time. And I have given its name as a T10. Now, when we will run this time, we will get the clock. And after clicking on that clock, we will get the current timing. And if we want to change it, you can change it. Okay, AM or PM, like that. Then next one is the week. Now to display the week, we have to use the input type as a week. And when we will run it, we will get the week. And here again calendar. We can select the specific day, or in current week, we will get these days. Suppose I have chosen 30. Then we will get week 26 and 2021. Okay, got it. वीक नंबर किती आहे कंप्लीट इयर मधला, तो वीक नंबर इथे डिस्प्ले केला जाईल. अँड देन वी विल गेट द इयर. Here if we select the week number 31, then for the week number 31 we will get this structure. Then next one is the search window. Just like Google search, here we have to use the input type as a search, and just like the Google search window, we can display this search window and can provide any data to search from the Google. Then here enter file for the attachment. Now here you have to choose the file to attach. For that we have to use the input type as a file with the name as a T13, and here I have used multiple option. This multiple attribute indicate that we can attach multiple files to this box. Here first of all choose files. Here click on choose files. Currently no file is selected. Now I can choose any file. Suppose here slide 7, and then I will click on open. I can get the name as a slide7.jpg. Here you can also choose another file. I have shown you only one file. The next one is the enter telephone number. Now here you can provide your required pattern, just like here. See here. First of all, you have to provide the label as the enter telephone number. Input type is tel only. Then name, text box name is name of this box is the T14. Then here I am using the ID as a phone. This ID is again used to cross check the data, just like the password. Then here name is. Then here I have provided the placeholder. Placeholder means here I can provide the pattern, in which pattern I want to accept the number. And for this pattern, first of all, I have to provide first 2 digits in between 0 to 1, and then remain 10 digits. हा कर्ली ब्रॅकेट मधला 2 काय इंडिकेट करतो की पहिले 2 डिजिट जे आपण जस्ट कंट्री कोड प्रोव्हाइड करतो, तर तो 0 to 1 मधला पाहिजे, आणि त्याच्यानंतर जो काही मोबाईल नंबर आहे तो 10 डिजिटचा असतो. तो आपण इथे कर्ली ब्रॅकेट मध्ये इंडिकेट केला 10 digits in the 0 to 9 format. Now when we will run this, here we have to enter the data. Now here we have to provide the code as the country code, then provide the dash, and then I'm providing my number as here 9422750806. Then I will click on register. If it is acceptable or incorrect format, then it will accept it. Otherwise, it will show the error. It is accepted. That means whatever the format we have provided here, it is correct. If I provide only this much and then click on register, then what is happening? It is showing the error that please match the requested format. Here we have to provide the 10-digit number. Okay. Now after that we have to display, we have to use the reset button. Now to display this reset button, here we have to use the input type equal to reset, name equal to R1, and value equal to reset. Here whatever the type we are using and whatever the value we are using, this value will be displayed on this button. If we have provided it in capital, here in capital, I have provided this value in capital. Therefore, in output button, I got these capital letters. And here input type equal to reset. Now what will happen when I will click on reset? Here, whatever the different values I have provided, all that value get to the original position. All that value will be get erased. And this form will be at the original position. Let's see this. I'm clicking on reset. Whatever the different values I have provided, that become null, or that gets deleted. Then next one is the register. Now to display this register button, I have to use the submit type. Input type equal to submit, name equal to S1. You can provide here T12, T13 or anything here for the reset and for submit also. And this value is the register, which will get displayed on the output screen. Now, instead of this register, if I have provided submit and then click on save button, then refresher, then our registered button or the submit button will have the label as the submit. Its value is submit now. Okay, got it? Whatever the value we are providing here, it will get displayed here. Clear? All these are the input types which we have to study for the form tag. All these are the complete input types. If you study these input types thoroughly, then you can design any type of form. Okay, I think you can now design the different type of forms from this data. Okay, we will stop here.